Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. Oh boy. So my apologies, y'all. I mixed up the accompanying there we go links for something I want to cover maybe tomorrow or Saturday. From Manifestel, yes, the Asian chick with the dead ass eyes. I added the links that I wanted y'all to listen to for that, and I mistaked those for these for the accompanying links for this stream. So that's why I last minute told y'all there are new links. So the first video is the same in the description box. The other subsequent with 3 or 4 are new. I posted them within the past maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And my apologies for that. I kind of got my lines a little crossed there. So we are reviewing this video, right? It is covering, or this think piece that is covering, romantic love being a scam. And it's from Iman F. 30 Reasons Why. What is the rest of this? 30 Reasons Why Men Deserve Nothing. Right? So, hey, y'all. I think we've been here for a while, officially in the era of radical feminism leaking into the discourse of man-woman relationships. Dear women, have fun with that. Right? 30 reasons why men deserve nothing and why romantic love is a scam. Right? Not only that, we continue. Apparently, these ladies have been listening to Z, or they just are here now. Yeah, we talking polygamy talk. Bring it on. Huh? Now we're officially talking polygamy. Huh? Who needs a Handmaid's Tale when the women said, I'll do it. I'll do it without force. Huh? Discourse of Amandla Steinberg. Shout out to Amandla. Right? Shout out to Amandla. We are going into Hunger Games for women. Uh-oh. For those of you that don't know, Amandla was the little cute light-skinned sister from Hunger Games, right? The ones that the racist white dudes made all the racist comments about when they realized that it was a little black girl. Little mixed black girl, but a little black girl. So, between what I'm covering tonight and what I'm hopefully going to cover tomorrow or Saturday, oh yeah, it's going to be Hunger Games for the white peen, according to women. According to Western women in particular, but according to women, they're going to do Hunger Games for the white peen. Right? So, if y'all look at the accompanying links, right, we have commodification and we have neoliberalism, deregulated markets, right? And what you have, and I'm going to search for the whole thing with that professor, the white woman, who spoke on, essentially the commodification and how it's affecting our actual intimate relationships and how men are seeing it. Yes, right? You better believe it. Right? You better believe that men are seeing that women, say it again with me. Say it with me now. You got to say the whole thing. Women are commodifying men and masculinity. And guess what that means for men of color? Who's on top? Uh-oh. What's going on, white men? Huh? I've said it. Let Mr. Z say it again for the 1 zillionth time. Women want patriarchy by feminist specifications. They want 1 foot in patriarchy and 1 foot in feminism. That is why they're using the term partner. Today I want to wake up and I want to be like this. I want to be a boss bee, and then tomorrow I want to be like kept, and I want to be like treated so luxurious, and then the next day I want to like run over everyone, and I'm like Superwoman, and then the next day like I want to play damsel in distress. Huh? And then the next day I want to like have rough sex, and then the next day I want to be dominated, and then the next day I want to be like a dominatrix. If I could find that clip where they were speaking to a bunch of different people about power and intimacy and sex, and it was this petite white woman, white, young, maybe somewhere in her 20s, I want to say no more than early 30s, and she was saying she wants to be dominated. She wants to be dominated. She said she's never been dominated. She's one of these like, newfangled feminists where it's all power, it's all me, it's all woman. I am woman, hear me roar. And she said, the one thing I've never been is like dominated in sex, and I want to experience that. Uh-oh. Oh, and grab second gear, I saw it. And grab second gear Eddie says you should look at the comment section. They talking about women only community, and I guess same sex relationships and selective breeding. Shout out to PK Angel. PK, what we been saying? Mr. Z been saying that you let women talk long enough. Shout out to PK. We are going to end up in 1930s Germany. Huh? Yeah, we talking eugenics. Oh yeah, we there now. Everybody think it's just the white men. No, you let women, even women of color. Oh yeah, you heard right. You let them talk long enough, and yeah, we there. Huh? Yes, we are. We are now. They're talking selective breeding. Well, we still live in a white dominated planet. So what y'all mean when y'all say selective breeding? Uh-oh. It's about to look real ugly. Huh? What does selective breeding look like with the current racial, political, social, economic power play going on planet Earth right now? Dear women of color. Uh-oh. Huh? What does hypergamy mean right now? Oh, it's about to look real ugly. Dear black women, are you sure this is what you want to sign up for? See, Handmaid's Tale, it was supposed to be black women that were essentially the sex slaves for white men. No movie or any video depiction of it, from my understanding, not since the book been out. What they forgot to say was that it was going to be women of color throwing themselves at white men. Uh-oh. Huh? Oh yeah, we getting real ugly tonight. So the original link that you see um, are women saying romance is a scam. Romance is a scam. Romance is a scam. It's and you actually see the white dude Sycax speaking about poor men pretty much created this to appeal to women of status and to get the resources, and essentially um everyone was saying romance is something that poor men came up with to outcompete the men of status and resources. And this is kind of a recent development. Cool. But we're here now, right? And if you read through the comments, you'll actually see some women push back on this and say, yeah, I want romance. I know it's a shot in the dark. I know it's fleeting, but I want it. So there are women pushing back a bit in the comments. But with that, let Mr. Z add this to it. Dear women, do you really want to play the cold calculated game? Your sons are already playing that game. That's why so many of them are dropping out of the workforce. So many of them would rather be home masturbating and playing video games, pleasuring themselves Jergens lotion with the PS5 or the Xbox. Are you sure this is the game you want to play? Stop calling men's bluff. Do y'all really want to play the polygamy game? Where I've said it. Y'all want to play that game where 17 and 20 and 30 of you are huddled up on one wealthy Bill Gates? Are you sure about that, ladies? In this modern era, not 3,000 years ago, not 10,000 years ago. You heard one of the ladies say, you know, we tracked this and it was one man for every 17 women. All right. And what happens when the men that don't get to reproduce, which is what would happen, what happens when they say, oh, I don't get to reproduce? All right, then I won't do anything. You know, kind of like what they're doing now. Oh, will you look at that? Mr. Eberstadt, I think his name is, the researcher. Yeah, we have 7 million men out of work in America. Yeah. What happens when the men that don't get to reproduce say, how about I just become a minimalist? Yes. Is Mr. Z about to say it? Yeah, they're taking their balls, and going home. I don't want to play no more. Yeah, they're being sourpusses, and what of it? Uh-oh. Yeah, they're taking their balls and going home. Huh? See, ladies, all of that sound nice when you want to huddle up on the top 5, 10, 15, maybe 20% of men and pretty much give the bottom 80 the middle finger. Who's going to maintain your society, though? Okay, fine, you're just going to have children with the elite men, and the rest of you women will do the Golden Girls thing and not have children. Bree already bust y'all out. Bree already said, and that's a young black woman that said, yeah, about just being friends with other women and finding companionship with other women. Shout out to Dr. Chris Marsh. Bree said, yeah, about that. No. Dear Dr. Chris Marsh, and to all you other women over the age of like 45, 50 pushing this, your daughters saw you and witnessed that. Well, maybe not your daughters because y'all didn't have kids. Your nieces saw that and they said, yeah, auntie might have had money and she got a degree and she's living, you know, she gets to travel, but I don't want to be auntie. Uh-oh. That's for all you real rich aunties out there. Most of you are barely making it aunties. Stop it, especially the ones in the black community. Exactly, Dr. Thunder. Shout out to Dr. Thunder. Right? P-Hub in PS5. Right? Slapping the salami around P-Hub in a PS5. All you need is the internet connection. You good to go. Mr. Z is not saying this is right. Mr. Z is not even really advocating for this. You cannot maintain a society like this. You can't maintain a country like this. But dear women and elite men, keep pressing your luck. I'm not even advocating for this. Do y'all understand how detrimental this will be for all of us? But to all you elite men and to all you women throwing a temper tantrum because you can't be with the elite men, namely the elite white men, and all you elite men who keep on playing with fire, keep pressing your luck. Sounds nice. Huh? Dr. Thunder, I'm saying, I ain't even going to read it out loud. Right? Sounds nice. So, you know, we don't even need all of these men and hey, that sounds nice, but how do you get the average man to maintain the society though? See, Dr. Richard Reeves is trying to shame the men to overproduce for you, ladies. He's telling men it's not manly to just sit on your hands and just do for you. Because he understands, he's a researcher. He knows, oh crap, if these average men who don't get vagina and don't get to pass on their legacy, if they don't participate in society, it collapses. See, he knows better. You women are throwing a temper tantrum because you're not elite women. elite white women, even for you working class women, let's be honest. And so you playing with fire, thinking you know how far this is going to go. Oh no, ladies, it's going to go way further. Huh? All that sound nice. Huh? So you listen to this, and it's just woman after woman. And somebody in the comment section said it too. Like, yeah, I hear you, women, but a lot of this sound like bitter women who failed at romance and now they throwing a fit. It is that. And I'm paraphrasing the comment. It is that. It don't just sound like that. It is that. And Miss, I think you're Danielle of Africa. No, I am not partnered. You asked the wrong question. You ask you ask the wrong question. No, I am not partnered. Now, if you understand what I just said, you'll ask the right question. Huh? Partner. uh, huh? Thank you, ma'am. Yes, I do have a lady in my life. Huh? Now I have a question for you. Why did I not answer your question when you said partner? That's a real question, by the way. And she says, I was being sarcastic with that comment. All right. Everything's a joke when people get caught up. Stop taking me seriously, my dear. Are you AA? No, I'm not African. Well, I am black. I'm not ADOS. Would I be considered African American from random people that are not black? Yes. So are you asking me, am I ADOS? Right. Hmm. And continuing. So it's a bunch of women who got burned or who feel undesirable, right? Who got burned in romance or feel undesirable, speaking about how romance is a scam. And I actually somewhat agree with Psych Hacks. Romance is something that poor men use to pull women who would ordinarily end up with more established, well off men. Yeah, and oh, huh? Okay, right? And the problem is what now? The issue we're having now is that women don't want to pay for the peen. Ooh, Z, ooh. Huh? Dear women, if you're earning more and you are careered and you're high earning, and not all of the elite men who are on your level and above want to end up with you, that's why many of you are throwing a temper tantrum up there, then what are you to do? Either be single with your rose toy, huh? Be the side chick to said well off dude, probably white. Do the Golden Girls, sister girl, I don't need a man, I got my girlfriends thing, and pretend like you're okay being single. Too many women have bust y'all out about that and how y'all pretending. Or, and this is the one that Black women engage in quite often. Do the same sex loving thing and tell us how love is love and you can't help who you love, right? And when I thought about romance differently, yeah, I know I used to date black men and then I dated white men and now I'm dating a woman because I expanded my horizons and I think about love differently. Huh? Shout out to B Taylor. Huh? Romance is a scam. Coming from a channel that literally says give men nothing, right? Literally her channel name, right? 30 reasons why men deserve nothing. And and by the way, she got a book, and the description on her channel is author of 30 reasons why men deserve nothing. Woman is first. I advocate for women to practice putting themselves first in their relationships before any man, should you choose to date them. You deserve to be financially free, and your relationship should be fulfilling, not traumatic. In your partner, if you're, excuse me, I said in, if, right? And she continues, if your partner is not a protective, loving, and caring provider person, she says partner and person. Oh boy. If your partner is not a protective, loving, and caring provider person, you just have a roommate. Ma'am, you said partner and person. She's not the only one with a roommate. Shout out to all you men who are in relationships with women who refer to you as their partner. You may think Mr. Z sounds like a sexist misogynist right now. Have fun in divorce court, player. Shout out to all you white men, you black men, you Latino men, you Asian men, you Arab men, etc., etc. You indigenous men who your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance is referring to you as partner. Have fun in divorce court, player. She said person and partner. All right. Huh? She continues, I want women everywhere to level up their standards, boundaries, and expectations in order to meet high quality men they deserve, period. Huh? Hey, dear Black Manosphere, they think we sound like misogynistic, sexist, raving lunatics. Meanwhile, their wives are referring to them as partner. All right. My person. Thank you. Detro. I said it and then I glanced down and Detro says, can't stand that my person stuff. Shout out to all of you who you are engaged in a heterosexual, straight, quote unquote, cisgender relationship, and yet your woman is using LGBTQ language. All right. Huh? Your woman is saying my person and partner. Okay. First off, neoliberal language and LGBTQ language with the partner talk. And then just straight up LGBTQ language when she says my person. All right. Venom K, you're ahead of me. And Venom K says same sex loving and corporate lingo. I'm saying. Child, I ain't even gonna read that out loud. Hysterical. Right? And we'll pause right here. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Detroit says, I'm playing PS5 right now. Who's playing MK1? Right? Are you talking about Mortal Kombat 1? Or am I missing something? I might be missing something. Right? Huh. Romance is a scam. Okay, you are referring to Mortal Kombat 1. Okay. Right. Romance is a scam. I agree with Psychax. I agree with everyone that said, hey, this is how poor men or less resourced men, excuse me, men with less resources. This is how they appeal to women. Okay. Shout out to all you women who are slow because of your resentment that you're not an elite white woman. Shout out to all you women of color, even you working class white women who are slow walking into eugenics. Shout out to you. It's not about being an elite white woman. Yes, it is. Shut up with your lying asses. All of them women are looking at elite white women like, I wish I was her. Huh? Put the vagina on ice for some of y'all. Not having children, not getting married, not getting quote unquote partnered. Even the marriage stats show it. 26% of poor Americans are married. 39% of working class Americans are married. 56% of middle class and above Americans are married. Because the women said, yeah, if he's not buying me, then why would I get married? I hear y'all. Right? Thank you. And Trell says, the odd thing is more men are scammed into thinking modern relationships are about romance. Right? Huh. Thinking that their wife really loves them. Huh? Right up until divorce, 5 years for black men, 8 years on average for everybody else. 5 years for black men and 8 years for non-black men. Why is Mr. Z framing it like this? Because women fall for like 70 to 80% of divorces. Who was the one that was scammed? Miss Amani? Huh? Who was scammed, ma'am? Ah, but I forgot. Your channel literally says 30 reasons why men deserve nothing. Huh? Shout out to radical feminism. Now do y'all understand why I covered that radical feminist BBC pause? Well, maybe not, because they do need some BBC in their life. Yes, ladies, y'all need some BBC in your life. But huh, oh, that's another joke. I'm gonna let that one go. That's another joke. Um, that's why I cover that BBC documentary once a year, right? Okay, all right. I can't do a panel tonight, but Lion says you need to have a panel up for this one. I got some ish to say about this, right? But going back. Let me don't lose the train of thought. That's why I covered that BBC think piece. Oh, not BBC think piece. Sorry, that BBC documentary about radical feminism just about once a year, because radical feminist rhetoric and thought and ideology is not only leaking into random everyday feminism, your garden variety feminism, whatever that means, but your random woman who wouldn't even necessarily consider themselves a feminist are using this type of rhetoric. Notice something about Miss Amani's collage. It was women of every race. Obviously, westernized American women, but it was women of every race. And the Asian woman was like, "All this for love? For love? You're getting essentially you're getting scammed for love?" Huh? Oh man, hey y'all, wait a minute, y'all hear that shuffling? There's some shuffling in leaves. There's some. I hear something. Oh crap, a shadow. There's a shadow. Y'all didn't see the shadow? Wait a minute. Oh crap, it's nameless. Smoke bomb. Smoke bomb just went off. Okay, it's nameless. Right? Man. Shout out to Lil Duval. I'm dropping D off, but and Trail says, D in your life, and you need some D, and you need some D in your life, right? Detroit said Grandmaster Yoshi in the building, right? 30 reasons why the channel literally. I'm gonna go through the channel. 30 reasons why men deserve nothing. Dear women, don't listen. For your own good, don't play top trumps with these men. Dear women, you think you know how far this is gonna go. Elite men are already trying to put the brakes on this. This is why Dr. Richard Reeves is out here. This is why Dr. Scott Galloway is out here, right? This is why Andrew Yang is out here. Even other women, PhD women are out here. Huh? They trying to put the brakes on this because they know where this could go. You, the little temper tantrum throwing, petulant child who don't appreciate what this means for you and your sister. You think you know. It's like we talk. I do not like talking to women like they're children. It's like we're talking to teenagers. You think you know. South Korea is going through it right now. How are we supposed to fund these women as they get older? They never got married. They never had children. We don't have the social services for this. That's South Korea right now. Dear American women, this is the game you want to play? All right. Huh? And once again, Detroit, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. It's not smart. Romance, yes, it's a recent development. It's a recent technology. And it was always going to happen with the advancement of society. That was always going to be a thing. Romance was always going to be a more recent technology, a more recent development, as human beings may not necessarily need each other anymore. Like, human beings need each other, but on an individual day-to-day basis, maybe not. Yes, romance was going to become a thing. Right? and Grab Second Gear says, I think the brake pads are done. They worn out. Right? The rotor is warped, got cracks in it. Right? And the brake pads are, the calipers are sticking and the brake pads are done. Shout out to Grab Second Gear, right? Huh. These ladies are playing a very, very dangerous game. Elite men are playing a dangerous game. The ones that are like, screw it. Leave them with nothing. All right. Huh? Exactly, Trail. Trail says metal on metal. Ain't no more pads left. Right? Forget squeaking. It ain't even squeaking no more. It's just doing the rubbing sound. Right? And Ishmael says, my grandfather used to say, a hard head makes a soft ass. We all heard it, right? May just take experience for severity. I'm saying that wrong. May just take experience for the severity to resonate. Z. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen. Unfortunately. See, modern, and y'all know I don't like the term modern women, but modern women want to keep on scaling up. Okay, fine. And so they don't really appreciate the advancement in society and technology. And so what they're saying now is we all should be living the elite rich white woman's life. And if I can't live her life, then why would I be with the man? Why would I get married? Why would I be in a quote unquote patriarchal situation. And as you heard the women saying, men are not even human men, males. They don't even serve a purpose. Why would I subject myself to that? It sounds nice. All because they can't be, and that's what it really is. All because they can't be the elite rich white women. So screw everything. Screw cell phones. Screw internet. Screw all this advancement in technology. Right? Planes, cars. Right? Television, computers, all of it. Because I can't be the elite rich white woman. I can't be treated like a snobby white woman with her teacup dog in the middle of the store in the middle of the day, who everybody's afraid of because we don't know who she married to, but she's probably married to somebody powerful. Because I can't move about like her. I just won't have children or get married. Huh? And Joe Biden says, let the immigrants in. Uh-oh. And that's all it is. And Afro National says historically people needed children. Now they're treated like luxuries. And that also comes with, city living and, people living on top of each other, insane house prices and rent. But wait a minute. Men, say it again now, Z, people, men, black men like Z on his channel speaks about things like that. Check my community tab. Right? Not the women. See, the women rarely are complaining about what elite rich white men are doing to the environment. They're too busy being up on your average man for not being elite rich white men. What? They're too busy telling the average man what they're not going to do, what they're not going to settle for. Huh? Yeah, about that. So Miss Amani puts this out, and it's just woman after woman speaking about how I'm sorry, I keep on saying relationship. Romance is a scam, and you need to cultivate your communities. All of this stuff we've been hearing black women say for the longest, and then their sons are marrying out. Yeah, newlywed black men, 25% married outside of black race. And I guess I have to put this link in the description. I actually want to review a bit of or speak a bit of BGS's live earlier, right? Dr. Bryant. No, that's all. Dear Miss Bryant, absolutely not. This weirdo thing that women are doing where I'm queen mother of the universe and everybody respects me and everybody worships the ground that I walk on except for black men because black men won't adhere to the greatness of me. Why can't you placate me like the white people who are pretending? Oops. Why can't you provide, protect, and shut up? A certain amount of that power that comes with your provision. Why can't you pretend like the white women and the white men? I'm Earth Mother Queen, goddess of the universe. Why can't you adhere? I said it to y'all. Shout out to BGS. I said it before. When women, black women, are speaking about sex, black women sexism, when they're speaking about sexism, when black women are speaking about black men being sexist, what they're actually saying is black men won't protect, provide, and shut up. He won't adhere to my leadership. It's sexist that he has an issue with me dictating to him how to move, how to think, how to dress, how to feel, what justice looks like, and to kiss my ass. Black women see black men's sexism as black men not kissing their ass. Listen to Miss Bryant speak. Listen to Paulie Murray speak. What's the age gap? Forget the age gap. How long of a distance is that? What, 40, 50, 60 years? Paulie Murray, when she said, I tell my black brothers, or however she said it, that was a threat. Hey, look, if you don't kiss our ass, we'll torpedo this whole thing. Ain't nothing moving unless we say it moved. That's what Paulie Murray was saying. What was Miss Bryant saying? I'm sorry, Dr. Bryant saying the same thing. And that's why your young black men, those newlywed black men, they're marrying at a 25%. Dr. Bryant, you can't keep us hostage no more. Oops. No, black women, we're not kissing your ass. And every time you demand that we do, that's another black man with a passport. Out of here. That's another black man that's saying SYSBM. Out of here. That's another black man who doesn't have the resources and said, I'll be damned. I'd rather Jergens lotion and PS5. I got P-Hub. I got my internet connection. I'll play Call of Duty. I'll play Forza. I'll play Gran Turismo. I'll play Dragon Ball, whatever the hell. I'd rather this Jergens lotion and this PS5 than subject myself to a less accomplished Dr. Bryant. Actually, a Dr. Bryant herself. Oops. Dear Dr. Bryant, we're not signing up for that. Absolutely not. Go find the white man. And then she tries to pull the white man. Oh, black women, stop threatening black men with a good time. Go date out then. They keep on trying to threaten us with these mythical, magical white men who are not marrying them. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Huh? Dr. Bryant, they're not marrying you. Like, not you, but black women. Black women keep on threatening black men with these mythical, and when Z says white men, hear any non-black man, but obviously, namely white men. 0.5% of white men are married to black women. Y'all heard right. For those of you that haven't heard it before, shout out to Shay Sade, shout out to Medium Man, shout out to Z himself, pat myself on the back. 0.5%, not 1%, 0.5%. Yes, y'all heard right. 0.5% of white men are married to black women. Yeah, black women, that's because of your loyalty, right? Yeah, that's it. Uh-huh. It's fascinating listening to black women speak about racism and anti-blackness, and they gotta go lobby the government for the Crown Act and all this other stuff, right? They're racist white male bosses, racist white female bosses, Latina women that are racist towards them, Asian women that are racist towards them in the workplace, white men that don't respect them. Dr. Bryant spoke differently, but other black women who speak about how white men have an issue with black women in power, et cetera, and then they start speaking about love and relationships and dating and sex, and all of a sudden, none of these racist people exist anymore. None of these anti-black people exist anymore. If you don't cut the crap, huh? Low key, high key, and Vegas Dev says soon black women gonna ask for new crime bill to lock Negroes up for marrying out. Let's read that again. Soon black women gonna ask for new crime bill to lock Negroes up for marrying out. Huh? Shout out to BGS. We already knew this. Shout out to BGS. Dr. Bryant, thank you for saying it. You didn't even realize what you said. Or maybe you did your PhD. Young men said no. Look at him trying to shame young men to stay. No. Worship me, but pay for everything. What? Worship me as queen, and you saw Nick Cannon tap dancing. Oh, he was dancing. Worship me because I'm not a white woman. Go, you inferiority complex having that. Black women got the inferior. Black women's inferiority complex is it's a goddamn black hole. Worship me, but pay for everything. Be paymaster 1000. Cheryl says the Keisha Protection Act. Low key, recall when Bowser was speaking about passport bros. Recall what she was. Now she was framing it like, oh no, the issue is go do what you want to do, go. But the issue is they keep on shoveling crap on the backs of black women, and someone needs to review how these men are treating these women that they're bringing over here. Look, shout out to you. I know you think we're dumb as hell. I get it, Bowser. I get it. And you're a Harvard grad on top of that. I get it. You think black men are some, mouth breathing Neanderthals, just big dumb jocks, dumb idiots. Cool. Ma'am, we heard what you were really saying. White Mouser, they trying to escape. They trying to escape. They would rather escape than kiss our ass. Isn't that sexist? That black men want to adhere to the greatness of black women and kiss our ass and pay for everything. Huh? Shout out to BGS for the review. Huh? Y'all see how a celebrity, rich, famous black man got a tap dance? This is Mariah Carey, everyone. This is Mariah Carey's ex-husband. You see how he got a tap dance? Nick Cannon is famous in his own right before Mariah. You see how he got a tap dance? You don't think young black men resent that? Look at what Nina Turner said on that Free Press interview. It's not just the Democratic Party. Black women emasculate black men. Look how Nick Cannon had to tap dance. You don't think your sons are watching that and said, I'll be damned? You don't think your sons with resources are seeing that and said, I'm not signing up for that? Huh? You don't think young black men are watching that? Young black men who are in the know, right? They heard Simone Sanders. No one asked black men for their unsolicited opinion. They heard Tiffany Cross. Black men get in line next to behind black women. They heard it. They see Dr. Bryant. They're not signing up for that. You know how we know? Because look at the interracial marriage rate. For newlywed black men, they're not signing up. Shout out to all you young millennial brothers, you Gen Z brothers, moving in silence. Mr. Z talking. I see y'all not talking. Huh? They're not signing up for it. And Dr. Bryant, you can't make them sign up for it. The shaming tactics, rest in peace, Kevin, right? Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. It's not working. It's done. Yucca, and sorry for my background. South Florida, y'all already know, raining, of course. South Florida weather, right? It's not working, nor will it, right? Dr. Bryant, the men with resources, black men with resources, they're not signing up for that to be dictated to by black women. who swears she's queen of the universe, and then you got to be paymaster for her, and then she gonna be calling you partner on top of that? Absolutely not. So let me get this right. Your wife is gonna be calling you partner, and she's gonna need you to kiss her ass and blow smoke up her ass every 5 seconds, and speak about the greatness of her, and play second fiddle to her, and you're supposed to be paymaster. If black women, no wonder y'all miserable. Look at what you demanding. Sorry, she said commanding. Oh God. The regalness of black women. Oh my God. Right? The regalness of black women. This Queen Earth Mother Goddess crap. This is some short bus stuff. This is, we're not handicapped, we're handy capable. So this is what we got to engage in, because y'all are not upper middle class and elite rich white women. So everybody got to keep on. You're not handicapped, you're handy capable. Y'all don't feel insulted by these kind of weirdo compliments, these backhanded compliments? Yes, queen, black woman queen. Yes, queen. White men doing this queen stuff. White women, black women keep on talking to other. Yes, queen. Exactly, Joe. Queens command and not demand. Oh God. Yawn. Pathetic. Mr. Z treats. Excuse me. Mr. Z treats Miss Z pretty damn well. I refuse to call her queen. And if she called me king, I might throw up. I don't need that. I don't have that type of inferiority complex. Mr. Z is doing pretty well not being a white man. Right? Are you not embarrassed? Right? And then you listen to Dr. Bryant speak, and then you wonder why so many, and listen to her, and she tried to hold black men hostage. Essentially, when she was speaking about, when she was essentially alluding to black men not staying in the muck with black women and grappling with our problems together. Ma'am, yes, black men have things to work through. Yes, black women have things to work through. And black women want black men to kiss their ass while we're working through it. And black men's things that they need to work through is not subjecting themselves to black women's dominance. Huh? Huh? The problem black men have is, let me say it again, shout out to BGS. Black men's issue, why black men are sexist, because you won't adhere to the rulership of black women. I've been saying it. I'm glad Dr. Bryant said it. Z, she ain't saying, yes, she did. She ain't saying it in those words, though. Polly Murray said it. She ain't saying it in those words, though. Huh? Bowser said it. She ain't saying it in those words, though. Huh? The issue, what makes black men sex, and this is why there's a disjunction between what the data is showing about how black men are egalitarian and what black women are saying. Because the researchers, they're not really capturing what black women are saying. When you poll them, when you ask them questions about black men, they're calling black men sexist because black men won't adhere to black female dominance. So the data is saying that black men are the most egalitarian men in America through their dating habits, through their voting habits, through the way they just view women as equal. And black women are saying, no, the problem is they're not viewing us as equal and special. Say it again, Z, in a calmer tone. The problem with black men is that they don't see us as equal and special. Black men don't allow for us to practice patriarchy by feminist specifications. Huh? Shout out to Lion. Feminarchy. Black men won't protect, provide, and shut up. Black men won't protect, provide, and assert none of the power that comes with, well, protecting and providing. So he's sexist. Dear researchers, ask the correct questions. You're not asking the correct questions. That's why there's a disjunction between what black women are saying online, what they're saying in person, and what your research and data is showing. Christian Rudder, that's the author of Dataclysm, one of the founders of OkCupid. Your data is showing that black men are the most egalitarian daters. What black women heard was, so you try to say that black men aren't picking black women first? And only, oops. Huh? Your data says egalitarian. That's not what black women heard. Huh? So let's be very clear about that. Black women are calling black men sexist because you won't kiss their ass. Oh, he's intimidated by my education, and the black men are intimidated by my education and our status, and they're just jealous. And what they're really saying is, look, Negro is not the word I want to use. I own you. I'm more educated than you. White folks would rather have me around than you. They have me around more than you. Low-key, I'm piping the white man. Oops. Huh? Black women are saying the white dude is putting wood to me. Uh-oh. I'm in white collar spaces more than you. I'm more accepted than you, even though black men earn more. I own you. And it's sexist that you even think that you have a choice in the matter. For National Sid, she's your queen to be. Right? Shout out to Coming to America. Shout out to Eddie Murphy. Right? Huh. It's sexist. So you tie my original post, Romance is a Scam, with what BGS covered today. And you have Dr. Brian. See, what's very interesting is when you speak to people and you kind of wonder what year they're living in, because their arguments and their tropes are so 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And you're like, are you in 2024? Dr. Bryant, your argument is decades old. These young men don't care nothing about what you talking about. The Latina cracked a smile at him. He gone. Huh? He's gone, Dr. Bryant. And you could talk to us about how black women are ending up with white men and non-black men. That's not what the numbers say. And shout out to BGS. I said that also years ago. Black women speak about black men that it's unfortunate that they love us. Unfortunately, they find us attractive and they love us, and it's hurting them. Date out then. Hopefully you can find that white husband or Latino husband or Asian husband. That's not what the numbers say, but we'll see. Huh? These arguments are dead. Dr. Bryant is. What year are you in? You're not even a. Wait a minute. So you're trying to appeal to the young men by telling them that they got to kiss your ass? Yeah, let me know how that works. That's not what I said. See? Yeah, that's what you said. That's what the men heard, and it don't matter what. It doesn't matter the literal words that came out your mouth. It matter what the men heard. What those men heard, and young men heard. Black women are a burden. Uh oh. Yeah, you heard right. Young men heard black women are a burden. She's a burden who's going to talk to you like you're the burden. Huh? Imagine this. You watch Nick Cannon. This PhD comes on, and under her thinly veiled speech about how black women and black men need to come together and we have things to unpack and yawn, all you hear is kiss my ass. The world revolves around me. These non-black men are not intimidated by me. It's you who's intimidated by me. That's what the young men hear, and you want them to sign up for that. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. Shout out to FD Signifier. The young black men said, if this is what you mean by, oh, we need to go back to the Black Panthers, they said, to hell with that, burn it to the ground. Huh? How do we know they're saying that? Because they're marrying out at like 25%? Uh-oh. So let me get this right. On one hand, are black women railing against how, or railing about how anti-black the rest of society is towards them. And then Dr. Bryant says, oh, actually, that's not my experience. The white men that treat me like this and the white women treat me like that. It's you, black men, that won't adhere to my power. It's you who has an issue with my dominance. And then you watch Nick Cannon tap dancing. Yeah, you right, Queen Mother Earth Goddess, Dr. Bryant. And you think young black men watch that. Think about, okay. Black women are doing the, who are black women going to vote for? Oh, black women are literally allowing for Joyanne Reed to call black men white adjacent. White adjacent if you don't vote the way black women told you to vote. Okay, there's that. Then Dr. Bryant is telling you that she's Earth Mother Queen Goddess, and you're sexist if you don't kiss her ass and kiss other black women's ass. Because other people respect her. It's just you, black men, that don't adhere to the greatness that is her and her regalness. Okay, cool. Tiffany Cross is telling black men to get in line next to, behind black women. Telling black men to get in line behind black women. Okay, cool. Simone Sanders is saying, who asks black men for their unsolicited opinion. Cool. We have a number of articles written over the past decade that either outright say, allude to, insinuate, suggest that black men are the white men, racist white men of the black community. Okay, cool. Right? Huh. That black men are the weakest link in the black community. Okay, cool. You want young black men to continue to have that. To have FD Signifier tell us, y'all scaring the hoes. Huh? To have foreign men in a foreign land call us nigg cells. to have Bowser, Kim Foster, call black men useless, particularly black men in the black manosphere. All of this is happening within the past decade. I didn't go 20 years out. Huh? Dear Dr. Brian, you want young black men to sign up for black women that don't say anything about none of that? That shake their head in agreement? Yeah. Hey, tell your daughters go end up with the white dude, bro. Tell your daughters get comfortable, same-sex loving relationships and get comfortable with our rose toy. Because these young black men ain't going. Young millennials, Gen Z, and wait until alpha come of age. Oh, y'all think you think Gen Z are bad? Wait until Gen Alpha come of age. I don't know how you're gonna appeal to the Latino and Asian men and white men. Y'all better start now. For all of you millennial black mothers, right? You Gen Z black women who are mothers already. I don't know how you're gonna appeal to white and Latino and Asian men for your daughters, but y'all gotta start now. Have fun with that. And Southpaw 2K1 says Nick sells WTF. Oh yeah. And Alvin from Raven the Red Flag said black men's issues are 200th on the list in the black community. Oh yeah, these black men and black women who fashion themselves as quote unquote protecting black women. Oh yeah, they've been talking real crazy about black men over the past decade, longer than that, let's be honest, 60 years since the plantation. Oh yeah, brother, they've been talking so reckless to and about black men. And every day it's another black man who gets his passport. Every day it's another black man that does the SYSB thing. Every day it's a black man that resigns himself to, you know what, Jergens lotion and PS5 don't sound that bad. Huh? Oh, let me click that link. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sure, I'll put a link in here. Let me click that. Got it. Oh yeah, right. I remember this. Right. And everybody, and going to what you're saying here, Vegas Dev, black men's interracial marriage rate will rival Asian women soon. And here's the kicker. There's two things to say about this. One, black women will continue to pretend like they don't know why. That's the funny part. They're going to continue to do the Dr. Bryant thing. They're going to continue to pretend like they don't know why. They're going to continue to do that. Well, they're intimidated by our power, and they're intimidated. But and black men don't value black women's regalness, and they're going to continue to pretend like they don't know why. Number one. Number two, Asian men still don't want to end up with black women. Huh? Shout out to Issa Rae. Shout out to all those black women that keep on the, well, Asian men, don't you want a couple of us? You know, y'all are not rated, we're not rated. It's called an anti-black society, black women. No, they don't. Let me say it again. This is, believe it or not, yes, black manosphere, this is not even about black women's weight. This is not even about their attitude. Yeah, I know. Right? This is not about their weight. This is not about their attitude. They're black women in an anti-black society. Dear black women, you don't got to convince black men. You got to convince non-black men. Before we even speak about black women's weight, before we speak about the attitude, colorism, texturism, featureism, classism, racism, Black women, you are black women in an anti-black society. Have fun. Spainman says, wait, who said our issues are 200? Someone actually said that. Yes. Alvin from Waving the Red Flag. So in response to Rhoda Brickface lying ass, Alvin, Josh, and Eddie, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Ed and Eddie. Yes, the channel name is Waving the Red Flag. When brothers kept on nagging them about the Rhoda thing, Alvin and his snarky ass, his sassy face ass, his response to black men and all of our issues where your issues are 200 on the list. We'll get to you. Your issues are 200 on the list. Yes, he said it. I didn't make that up. Yes, he said it. Black women and their sycophantic black men puppets. Yes, they've been talking to black men like this on social media and on the internet like this for a couple decades now. I'm only speaking about the things over the past 10 or so years. They've been talking to black men like this. Remember, I'm not even speaking about card-carrying divestors or swirlers. I'm not speaking about no Cynthia G. I'm not speaking about Crystal and Kerosene. I'm speaking about Harvard grads like Kim Foster. Huh? I'm speaking about women like Ebony K. Williams who's calling you mediocre. I'm talking about people like Dr. Chris Marsh. I'm speaking about people like Foreign Man in a Foreign Land. I'm speaking about people like Conscious Lee. I'm speaking about FD Signifier. These people have been speaking to and about black men like this, well, since the plantation, but definitely on social media for a couple decades. I'm just focusing on the past 10 years. Huh? And then Dr. Bryant thinks what you're going to do, shame these young black men? Let's be very clear, Dr. Bryant, I must say it. Y'all think our plights are a joke. Because you don't actually appreciate the difference between black men and black women. You think we can move like you. Because white society give you little passes. And it was a woman that said that once. I can't remember what I was reading or watching, and a black woman just straight up said it. The reason why black men suffer is because black men are trying to be men. Ooh, you heard right? If black men would just adhere, and she said, I'm telling y'all, she said it. If black men would give up on manhood and move the way black women tell them to move, then they wouldn't be the targets of white male aggression the way they are. In other words, if you Negroes would just move like LGBTQ black men, and move softer the way black women move, then you wouldn't be the target of white male aggression. Yeah, she said it outright. When I tell y'all a number of black people are they're criminally insane when it comes to straight black men and their remedies for white aggression towards straight black men. When I tell you they're insane and they think their shaming tactics, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right, they think that young black men said, I would rather be murked. Ooh, damn, Z, I said it. Huh? And Southern Purchase says, like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Southern Purchase didn't say that, but like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Southern Purchase says, I'm behind 10 mins. But that Dr. Bryant chick is the woman with a book. Excuse me, I'm saying this wrong. I'm 10 minutes behind. But the Dr. Bryant chick is the woman with a book full of tweets that Corey Holcomb always joked about with Zoe on 5150. Oh, right. And he said that. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, was she? Oh, okay. I know. I know. Yes. Yeah. She was actually on the show. She was actually on the show. Okay. Thank you, Southern Purchase. You jogged my memory. She was actually on the show. Was she on Zoe's show years ago? That was on RMC, right? Was that on RMC? I will go find that episode. Look, I will go find that episode, y'all. Was she on the show? Because I remember Corey saying that. Huh? Damn, I wish I would have read your comment earlier, Southern Purchase. My bad. Yeah, no, I like to leave the comments highlighted for a little while. The super chats, right? Either way, Dr. Bryant, nice try. You can't. You're going to speak on our plights and better our situation. And to hell with your fear that we're going to end up with more white women, because that's, let's be very clear. Black women are holding black men hostage, so they hope. But they're also definitely afraid that the more successful black men become, the more black men leave. Literally, Cynthia G said it. Literally, Cynthia G said it. What's the point of having successful black men if they're not going to do for black women? She said it. Huh? So y'all heard right, right? So Dr. Brian, either y'all gonna do right by, until you do right by me. Until y'all do right by black men, then be prepared for more and more of your sons to marry out. Not that fake, half-hearted, failing at it ass attempt that black women are doing. We're so loyal that, first off, stop it. Black women, you are deshackled from black men. Yes, we're attached by the hip. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But you don't gotta end up marrying black men. But unfortunately for you, white men see your overtures and they ignore them. Huh? White men have had access to black women since the plantation. If they wanted to make, if black women, if white men wanted to marry black women in that many numbers, to hell with your talk of loyalty, black women. Bull crap. If white men really wanted black women like that, black women would be Asian women. The interracial marriage rate for black women and white men would be astronomical. Black women miss, your damn egos don't want to admit that white men are not checking like that because they're the ones who created the anti-black system in the first place. And to be frank with you, white men know they have access to you. They can just drive down to the hood and get the vagina if they want it. You'll give it enthusiastically and willingly. Miss me with the loyalty talk. If white men wanted black women like that, black women would be the Asian women. They would be Asian women. The interracial marriage rate with white men would be some 40 some odd percent, and then with all men it would be some 50 some odd percent. Over 50% of black women would be married out if non-black men were checking. We see the interracial marriage rate, ma'am. Stop. 0.5% of white men are married to black women. Are we saying only 0.5% of white men have had interracial sex with black women? Stop. Your ego can't take the truth. You're a PhD. Miss me with the BS. Fragile ass black women. You live in an anti-black society right up until it comes time for marriage. Oh, all of a sudden the white man checking. Okay, yeah, that's it. He's murking your sons in the middle of the streets, right? The hopper dudes are out here sexually targeting black women. Shout out to Daniel Holesclaw. Huh? He doesn't respect um when black women are in positions of authority in the workplace, no matter what you say, Dr. Bryant. You said that. That's not what other black women are saying. You said white men respect your position. That's not what other black women are saying. But all of a sudden, when it comes time to try to shame black men with these mythical, magical white men, all of a sudden, white men respect black women. Black woman's beauty and her grace and her aura and her intelligence and her opulence and everything and her regalness. Unlike you black men. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Ishmael. They're as loyal as their choices. Black women are as loyal as their choices. Stay lying to shout out, bro. The internet. I'm telling y'all, it's the best and worst thing that ever happened to black women. They think they can keep on lying to black men in their faces. Y'all so loyal. Meanwhile, DJ Pope got something else to say. Oops. Huh? Y'all so loyal. Meanwhile, a whole lot of black women who paid this white dude to to pump them with the seed so they can have these mixed babies got something else to say. Huh? Oh yeah, the brother in Pastor G says, don't forget Z, they paying for white men on dates. Yeah, the brother who exposed them. Black man exposed y'all here, black woman exposed y'all there. Let me say it again. The black woman who was a waitress at different establishments for a decade, who said, yeah, y'all over here extorting men, extorting black men when y'all go on dates with them, but when y'all go out as sister girls, y'all over here splitting the check 18 million different ways. Huh? That's what the black woman said about black women. Uh-oh. And then the black man who worked at high-end establishments in New York once again said when black women go out with black men, they're extorting them. Extort, you're trying to extort me? They're extorting them, but when they go out with white men, you'll be surprised how often black women are paying for white men. Uh-oh. White men are online telling black women to stop singing their praises and throwing black men under the bus in front of them. Let me say it again. White men are saying, stop singing my praises. I'm not that special. And stop throwing black men under the bus in front of me for me. White men are saying that. Uh-oh. The clip from what? Was that the one that Toya's mom was on? I don't recall. But the clip of the white dude from like what 30 years ago who said, black women, I know y'all all want to end up with a white man like me, but we ain't checking. The white man stood up in the middle of a goddamn talk show audience and said that. Are y'all not embarrassed? Dr. Bryant missed me with the crap. The white man 30 years ago told y'all, hey, I know y'all all want to end up with me, but we ain't really checking like that. He stood up in the middle of a goddamn talk show audience and said that. Huh? Then there's Undead Chronic, who was going back. He started trolling one of them black women and said, "Oh, I hit black women on the rag." Then a couple men, well, it was a couple years later. What did Undead Chronic say? You women of color, I know all of y'all want to end up with white men, but the way you treat men of your own race is despicable. He didn't say despicable. He said something else. But the way you treat men of your own race, that's a white man. Dear black women, dear Dr. Bryant, stop lying to yourself. Young men don't believe y'all. The internet, social media, y'all have exposed yourselves. Non-black people have exposed y'all. Even black women have exposed y'all. Huh? Oh yeah, was it Base Pluto? Yeah, Lion says young white dude said on a podcast, young black women, he ain't feeling black women. I want to say it was Base Pluto. It was one of them that were on one of those doomer streams. And the black young man was appealing to white men. Look, don't worry about it. Black women will not treat you the way they treat us. They're gonna worship y'all dirty draws. Black women want y'all. They want y'all. And these white young men were in the comments flaming black women, calling black women all type of land wells and all type of insults. He wasn't even being funny. The young black man was being serious. He was like, listen, black women want y'all. Don't worry about them being rude to y'all. All the stuff y'all see them put us through as black men, they're not gonna do it to you. Yeah, and he was talking to incels. He was telling the incel white, and I'm gonna say the word, this will probably demonetize anyway. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And he was telling, these are incel white dudes. I guess you could call them volcels now, because the young black man was telling him, hey, y'all don't have to go celibate. Black women will give y'all some. And those white dudes said, yeah, about that. No. Black women, they're racist. They're anti-black. But apparently y'all forget that when y'all trying to throw them in black men's faces. When y'all telling us how much they value you. Huh? I said it. Let me say it for the 1,000,000th time. What black women are saying to black men is, yeah, America's still anti-black and America still got issues and they got to pass the Crown Act for their hair because white men and white women are discriminating against black women for their hair texture. But all of a sudden, when it comes to intimacy, sex, marriage, and relationship, and childbearing and child rearing, all of a sudden, those same white men aren't racist and anti-black anymore. Those same Latino men aren't racist and anti-black anymore. Those same Asian men aren't beating them up in hair salons and beauty shops. All of a sudden. Huh? Just so they could gaslight and lie to black men about how great white men treat them and how white men value them. All of a sudden, those same white men aren't, the same white men anymore. Huh? The white comedian out here trolling black women by saying, I went out with this black woman and she was saying how horrible black men are and how black men treat her and how horrible they are. And then he went to go talk to his black homeboy, and the black homeboy was like, you know what this mean, right? You got to pipe her now. What you think, black women, when the white dudes come and tell us how you talk about us to them, we tell them continue. Huh? It's unlike you. We don't cock block. Because we know what the white dude going to do eventually. Huh? He going to get clout off of you. White boy Mike, right? Every hood got a white boy Mike. Huh? White boy Mike runs through black women in the hood. He might end up with a black woman, he might not. Huh? Every hood got a white boy Mike. DJ Pope was white boy Mike. Oops. Huh? So, and I know I went off from what we were covering earlier. Romance is a scam, but it was fresh in my mind, the BGS stream, and listening to Dr. Bryant. Like, I'm like, how old is she? She's speaking like she goddamn 80. These old ass shaming tactics on black men. This demand. Oh, sorry, wrong word. Not demanding. Commanding that black men worship your dirty draws, and then watching Nick Cannon tap dance. No wonder black women are delusional. She's 41. This lady sound like she 80. No wonder black women are delusional, because y'all get in spaces with Steve Harvey and DL Hughley and Nick Cannon and Dr. Umar Johnson, and they over here kissing y'all ass. Huh? And then y'all come out here in the real world and men writ large aren't. Uh-oh. Huh? Joe says, wrong, Z, that was emotional labor. Oh, Nick Cannon was heavy lifting like a mug. Huh? No wonder y'all are delusional. Because your white homegirls are kissing y'all, well, blown smoke up y'all ass, better yet. Meanwhile, she'll let you rail on about how horrible black men are, and then she'll go give a black man head. Ooh, ooh, Z, ooh, ooh, ooh. Huh? White women will encourage you to talk all type of foolish about black men. Meanwhile, she got a whole black side dude. Oh, goddamn. Uh-oh. Huh? Meanwhile, she cheating on her white husband with the black dude in the file room. Ask Z how he knows. And no, Mr. Z has never been with a white woman. But ask Z how he knows. Huh? So, black women have white and Latina and Asian women encourage him with the BS. The occasional white man encouraging them with the BS. Black men like DL and Steve Harvey and et cetera, encouraging them with the BS. And then they come out here in the real world and the men aren't actually playing ball. Notice I didn't just say black men. Huh? Huh? Y'all come out here in the real world and the white men aren't checking for you like that. The Latino and Asian men, it's all anti-black society. And black men won't kiss your ass the way Nick Cannon just had to. Huh? So yeah, black women are delusional. The only way they can function is if they're in delusion. Ooh. See, say that one more again. Run that by me one more again. Black women can't function if they're not delusional. Huh? They have to lie to themselves. They have to encourage others to lie to them. They can't function if they have to deal with what it actually is. You have nowhere else to go, and you better come over here with a smile when you do come over here. Dr. Brian. And Kevin Samuel says, Beyond the Grave, I'm a PhD. Huh? St. Cyr says, delusional and egomaniacs. Don't forget the egomaniacs part, right? I'm not poo-pooing on the lady's PhD. What I'm saying is a PhD, you would expect her to know better. You would expect her to speak better. You would expect her to advocate better. Dr. Bryant, we're not getting on your program. We're not getting on Black women's program. That's the beginning and end of it. Mr. Z just spoke for an hour and a half to say that. We're not getting on your program. That's the beginning and end of it. You can't make Black men get on your program. You can't make Black men get on women's program. If you could, Black women would have done it like 60 years ago. All you're doing now is hastening Black men, young Black men, leaving, never to return again. Huh? Dear Black women, you have choices. You do. Mr. Z has said them often. There's your rose toy. There's same-sex loving relationships primarily with Black women. There's being the pass around for non-Black men who will not marry you. The numbers show it, Dr. Bryant. And there's the Golden Girls thing. Those are your choices. If you're not going to get down with Black men's program, I said it the way I meant it, Dr. Bryant. If you're not going to get on Black men's program, no, we do not believe you when you start speaking this egalitarian talk, because clearly that's not what you really mean. Huh? And every time y'all say partner, Mick, in the back of Z's mind is Pinky on what's that, Friday after next? Or is that Friday? That's next Friday. Say one more word. Huh? We don't believe you when you say egalitarian. We don't believe you when you say equal. We don't believe you because clearly you don't mean it. Huh? Dr. Bryant, these young men are leaving because Black women haven't made the case for them to stay. It is that simple. As a matter of fact, let's add on to that. Not only have Black women not made the case for these young Black men to stay, Black women are making every case for these young Black men to run for their lives away from Black women. Huh? And all you did on Nick Cannon's show was make the case for these young Black men to run for their lives. So yes, Black men will do the same thing, as evidenced by Nick Cannon himself. Black men will do the same thing everyone else is doing. Placate you and end up with somebody else. Oh god damn, Z. Speak speak highly of you. Fine, y'all want to say black men are talking black and sleeping white? Okay, fine. Okay, we'll do that. Because your ego won't let you admit what you really mean. Marry us when we fail at ending up with another non-black person. Huh? Provide, protect, and shut up. Black men are not signing up for that, Dr. Bryant. And young black men, per their interracial marriage rate, newlywed black men, they're not signing up for it. So shout out to FD Signifier who told me when he was up here the last stream, the last stream that he was up here, I'm sorry. Black women are just increasingly becoming single, yeah, and throwing a fit about it. That's the part you didn't mention first. Secondly, because they got no other choice. If white men aren't checking, if these black women think they're better than black men, if black men are dating out and marrying, importantly, marrying out is not just interracial sex, unlike black women, huh? Black women have no choice but to do the golden girls thing and pretend like they're okay with it. Lonnie Love bust y'all out when she was all those episodes she was single. She was talking about how she loved being single and then I'm so single and I love it and I went to the club and and I love my peace and then she ended up with the white dude. It feels so good to come out to somebody and somebody picks you up from the airport and somebody's happy to see you. So would you say, Miss Lonnie Love, that you were lying about being okay being single? Actually enthusiastic about being single? Would you say you were lying for your own ego? Dr. Bryant, we ain't signing up for it. And St. Cyr says, black women equal major label 360 deal. Say that. We want to do nothing for you. We want all the state's resources that they flick off the table for black people to go to black women. This is why it's a gynocracy and not a matriarchy. We want the black community and larger society to over-index on black women. And then the few of you black men who become uber wealthy and rich, you still owe us. So you better marry us. And we prefer you marry the darkest of us with the curliest, kinkiest hair and the broadest noses. Huh? And black men increasingly are saying, yeah, about that. Huh? This is going to sound like it came from left field, but it didn't. Everyone speaks about how Chris Brown and Drake both lost to A$AP Rocky, whom a lot of people didn't see as Rihanna ending up with him. Ain't nobody mentioned how Ashton Kutcher's smashed and dashed. Uh-oh. Huh? See, everybody speaks about how Rihanna fumbled the bag and should have ended up with the Middle Eastern dude. Ain't nobody mentioned how Ashton Kutcher smashed and dashed. As a matter of fact, ghosted her ass. Huh? Y'all all three fighting over what Ashton Kutcher said, yeah, about that, no. Huh? Yeah, about that. And Lion and Ishmael says, Lion says Leo DiCaprio too, and Ishmael says, yeah, Leo knocked that down too. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt been messing with black women. You never see them with a black woman publicly though. I think now you seeing Brad Pitt with Tiana Taylor, but she pushing up on him. Let's see how long that lasts. Minutes, seconds. Huh? Why didn't Mr. Z bring that up? To emphasize the point. Black women said, we need you to be here after we throw the white man, the mythical, magical white man in your face, insult you, compare you to him, and deem you lacking. And after he has his way with us and kicks us off of Mount Olympus, we need you to be here with all the resources, provide, protect, and shut up, because you know you're not the white man, so you don't get to assert any power over here. Huh? Yeah, about that. Huh? Dr. Bryant, we're not signing up for it. You could keep on telling us how these white men are not intimidated by you, and how white men are not intimidated by successful black women, and Latino and Asian men are not intimidated by successful black women, and how black women are killing the interracial marriage and dating game right now. That's not what the numbers say. So you could say that, and you could try to gaslight us with that, and then on the other end are black women begging non-black men all over social media to give them a chance and to be interested in them and to not practice quote unquote dating racism. Somebody's lying, Dr. Bryant. Somebody's fudging the truth just a little bit, a lot. Huh? And Ishmael says, saw how she was looking at Chris Brown during Fashion Week. That's who she really wants. After the whole Lamborghini and DV situation, she couldn't go back there publicly. If it wasn't public, Rihanna would have stayed. I said it. Or she would have left and then came back. She would have pulled Jennifer Lopez and what's his face. She would have left and came back. The story got too big and she couldn't control it, and so she left, and she still want to be back there. Don't be surprised if one day you hear that Negro still hit it behind ASAP Rocky's back. Don't be surprised. Or if it's already, the story got too big. She would have took them lumps, went to the hospital, paid off whatever nurses and doctors to patch her up and not say anything. Chris Brown would have paid whatever he needed to pay. Jay-Z would have sent them boys to lump him up back. They would have stayed together, or she would have left and then came back after a few years. The story got too big, and it's embarrassing for her to go back. That's the only reason she ain't back over there. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Huh? And Spain Man says, look at We Found Love video, right? The song alone, the lyrics alone says a lot. And Ishmael says, yep, societal pressure got to her. Huh? And Ishmael says she was roasted for accepting responsibility during that Oprah interview. IPV is bidirectional, like the PhD say. She admitted she put hands on him. Right? And Sahel says Jaguar Wright does say it was Riri who started the fight. And we know, look, man, I grew up in South Florida and the Caribbean community. You better believe she was poking him all in the temple, all heavy Caribbean accent. You're gonna cheat on me, Chris? Poking him in. Come on, man. We know what happened. We knew what happened before she admitted it. I'm not saying he should have put his hands on her. I'm saying we know what happened. And that's why she feel a certain way about it. Because if he was just mollywopping her, she wouldn't have done all of this. If he was just feet and fist on her, no. She know what happened. She got lumped up. The story got beyond her, and she couldn't go back because of the optics. Her money would have been messed up because she's not practicing female empowerment. So she didn't go back. And she resents it and hates it. Huh? Okay, and Vince says, Yozi emailed you some videos that was stuck in my draft folder. Okay. Right. And Southern Purchase says, and thank you for the super chat. Yeah, she was on the show with Bobby, Jeff, and that white guy. Corey told her, I can give you $80 Chipotle and a coat for from Burlington. Okay, thank you. I knew it. I was like, so okay, yeah. Once you said a book full of tweets, I was like, I remember Corey saying that. Thank you, Southern Purchase. Yeah, I remember that. Thank you. And women like that are out here running amok. PhD. Straight up lying. She tried lying on. That's why Corey was flaming her. I'm gonna go back and watch that. How old is that? Over a decade old? Huh? That thing was over. That interview was over a decade old. She got into it. Corey could smell the BS on her. Huh? Now she got a bigger name, and she ain't saying, Z, you know what, Z, don't even do it. Don't do it. Huh? So, I'm not going to belabor this too much. I want to stress this to Dr. Bryant. Go date out. Tell black women to date out. Z, you keep on saying date out. You're not saying married out because black women aren't getting married out. We live in an anti-black society. Black women are getting piped and tossed. And then when they meet you, they say, oh, yeah, I've dated. You ain't dating nothing. You got piped and tossed. I've dated white men. I've dated Latino men. You got piped and tossed. You want to know how we know? Because you don't got a wedding ring. Oh, goddamn, see. Miss me with the loyalty talk. Homegirl that was over here crying a couple years ago because of the white frat bro. She exposed y'all. That's what's happening with black women. Huh? All these black women who are, I guess you think you're shaming the white men. They've been doing this for centuries. Fine, we don't want to go back to slavery. We don't want to go back to Jim Crow. They've been doing this for decades. Y'all trying to shame y'all white boyfriends, your white husbands who picked the family over you, who let their racist family members talk about you all type of crazy. Huh? Wow. Sahel says, anyway, I want a Creole. I want a Creole Z. Hook me up with that Haitian slang, right? The Haitian community definitely got some baddies. There's definitely some baddies in the Haitian community. There's definitely some baddies, right? What Young Dro said, I gotta tell my mom I'm in love with a Haitian. So hell, you're gonna have to tell your mom you're in love with a Haitian, right? We definitely got some baddies, but yeah, about that, right? So now Dr. Bryant is out here interviewing with Nick Cannon. I'm gonna go find the whole thing, right? I'll watch the whole thing and we'll see. Oh boy, I didn't know that. And Compassionate says, "Ain't Bria Miles Haitian?" I didn't know that. All right. I'm not one of the Haitian folks. Like I hear from other Haitians who's Haitian. I'm not one of them that be researching. Oh, you know Usher's Haitian, and you know such and such is Haitian too. Oh, you know such and such is Haitian. You Garcelle. Listen, her name is Garcelle, right? And Lion says no panel. No, not tonight, Lion. Mr. Z got. I'm doing the most right now by streaming. Let's just say that, right? I'm not one of but I'm not one of those Haitians that be doing the extra. But Lion, hold the story, hold it, because I want to hear what you got to say, right? But I just can't do it. I shouldn't even be streaming this long, to be honest with you, right? So Hell says someone revoke Z's Haitian card. Look, man, my Haitian card is tenuous at best, right? So Hell, don't be teach them the bad words. And so Hell says, "Call I get mama," which is like "f you." It just means "f you," right? Right? Yeah. Trail says Z needs to get back to his quote unquote partner. Man, me and her didn't have that conversation. She doesn't refer to me as that, by the way, right? But yeah, and nor has she ever. But we had that whole conversation about why Z in the Black Manosphere we do not do that partner talk, right? Yeah. Not get more, right? And for short, we'll just say get, right? Get mama, or like when somebody's caught up or when somebody messed up, and like get, like it's just like, God damn it, right? So yeah, it's like a multifaceted, like profane word or term. Detro said, "Return your Zopound vest." Alexa, play Cash Money and Hot Boys and Zopound, please. I went way back. I went way back with that one. Y'all even know there was a Hot Boy and Zopound song. There is. I'm not joking. Right. Man. And Will let me see. Y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I recognize this brother. because I think so. I I don't know if I remember the name, but I think I know which stand up you're. Yep, I saw it. Yeah, yeah. Yes to your questions, Spain Man. And Spain Man says, side note, ever see Will? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Stand up routine on growing up Haitian. Yes. Sylvans, right? Yeah, which is pretty accurate, right? Like a bit exaggerated, obviously, comedy, right? Comedic effect. But yeah, yes, I have. There's another comedian that has some really funny Haitian jokes too. I can't remember dude's name, right? But yeah, y'all. So you know, and thank you for that Southern purchase. So I'm gonna go try to find that interview. Yeah, with Dr. Goldstein, I want to say. So that wasn't the RMC one. That was the one when they were in the studio. It was a way nicer studio. This is after RMC. I think I remember. Yeah, the book full of tweets because I remember Corey saying it because I remember listening to it while I was at work and dying of laughter. But I'm. This is when Z was white collar, so I'm at the cubicle holding the laugh, right? But man, holding your laugh is such torture. But holding the laugh, because you want to laugh out loud, but you're in a cubicle, obviously, yeah, so you can't, laugh out loud. So yeah, so yeah. But yeah, y'all. So on that note, I know we originally, and let me actually wrap that up and put a bow on it. To the idea of romance is a scam. If y'all see the accompanying links, you would think I would be able to pronounce it by now. You will see the commodification of relationships. You will hear about neoliberalism, and it is how women are grappling with a white capitalist, white patriarchal, white Judeo-Christian ethno state, and how women are grappling with that, and how they're poo-pooing marriage. Excuse me. Well, yeah, they doing that too, but poo-pooing romance, right? And so that's what the accompanying links are for. You see different races of women, different ethnicities of women who are joking on love, insulting love, romance, right? What they say, broke men don't deserve no vajayjay. Isn't that how the saying goes, how the song goes? Fine. Women levy these threats on men, these insults on men, and they don't fully appreciate what that means for them. And then they turn around and lie to themselves and lie to us on how comfortable they are on being single for years on end, maybe even decades on end, and how their homegirls got them. And this is before we start talking about same-sex loving. That the sisterhood got them. They don't need romantic love. They don't need companionship with a heterosexual man. They could just do the sister girl thing and they'll be all right. Right? Huh. And Lion says they do know that marriage was invented by a patriarchy, right? Here's the thing, Lion. They're saying they don't even need marriage. They're good with quote unquote being partnered. Oh, look, partnered with certain men, and then everything else they'll just kind of contract that out to the sisterhood. You're just there to provide genetic material. Shout out to all the feminists who told us give women the rings of power because they're more moral, they're better than men. They won't become aspirational elite white men. Shout out to all of you. Yeah, that's it. We put the microphones in front of your daughters and granddaughters, and guess what? They sound like elite rich white men. Huh? Shrewd and rude. Cold, cold, calculating, and conniving. Huh? And Lion says, so partner means everything is 50-50. Stop it, Lion. Right? No. They talk that egalitarian and equal talk. What they really mean is you provide, protect, but assert none of the power that comes with your provision. And then they get into talk, protect us from who? Protect us from other men. And that's really them saying, well, yeah, you're supposed to put your life on the line because you're protecting me from another you. You're the issue. You're the violent one, as if women are not violent. The entire society needs to catch up to women's newfound power and how they're moving now. Don't tell me about no women 60 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. No. Women now. All these lame ass tropes based off of women from the 1950s, 40s, 30s, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago. No. Liberated women are giving you their ass to kiss, but y'all still using old ass rhetoric, old ass research. Women are out here abusing children, putting their hands on men, murking each other, going to fisticuffs in the middle of Walmart. Preying on people, scamming people, all the stuff y'all told us that women were morally superior to men and they wouldn't engage in. They're engaging in many of it, and some of it even worse than the men. Huh? Literally a YouTube page that says 30 reasons why men deserve nothing. Dear Dr. Richard Reeves, have fun attempting to get men to overextend themselves, to overproduce for women like this. No, let your whole entire society crash and burn. We're supposed to provide tax dollars for these people? We're supposed to bolster up social programs for these people? Yeah, that's it. It's one thing to disagree with someone. It's one thing to think someone's ideas are maybe even abhorrent. It's a whole other thing to do for people who have contempt for you. Let me get this right. Men are supposed to overproduce for women who have contempt for them and who think they're better than them and who think they're morally superior to them? Yeah, about that. No. Huh? Shout out to Black Uru. Black women, but women writ large in this respect, have been liberated into madness. These women literally poke men in the eye, throw dust in working class, poor, lower middle class men's eye. And those men are supposed to turn around, not marry these women, they don't want to anyway, right? Not have children with these women, but overproduce so much that they produce large enough of a tax base that the society takes those tax dollars and then bolster those women as they get older and become even more reliant on the system than they already are. Yeah, no, absolutely not. And Chicago Negroes got a term for that. Get it in blood. Huh? Absolutely not. You got Dr. Bryant's running around here telling black men essentially provide, protect, and shut up, get behind black women, worship black women, stop being insecure. You're sexist for not worshiping black women. And black men are supposed to overproduce for women like that? Yeah, no. Right? So on that note, everyone, we'll pause right here. Truly, love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all have a great, great, great rest of y'all night. Um, y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, for the love of God. Right? You know, so I did a two for here. I originally spoke about the, romance is a scam. How from this channel, 30 reasons why men deserve nothing. Wow. And then I spent an inordinate amount of time speaking about Dr. Dr. Bryant and her book of tweets ass comments. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. Right. Shout out to, man, look, Southern Purchase, thank you so much, because I would have never put two and two together. I would have never realized that that was the same lady. And yes, I watched that. I didn't watch it live, but I definitely watched it, and I watched that over and over again. Funny enough, so that's why when you mentioned it, I knew exactly what you were speaking to. Right? Yeah, that's the name of the channel. Honey Bun Bandit Hysterical. That's the name of the channel. Right? So, thank y'all for listening. We'll pause right here. Once again, love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, and tomorrow or Sunday, in line, please hold on to your story. I should be coming to y'all with, I said Sunday, sorry, tomorrow or Saturday. I should be coming to y'all with, Manifestel, that's the Asian chick with her dead ass eyes. Her stream speaking about Asian men trying to police Asian women, but she kind of backhands insults black men by speaking on how black women are told, or pretty much held hostage in the black community, and told to do right by black men, or do right by the black community and be loyal to black men, etc., etc. So Manifestel, in her dead ass eyes, and her non-expressive ass face, has now stepped into the black community, blowing smoke up black women's ass, and how black women are chastised for dating out. Okay, yeah, you got this crap completely backwards, but okay, right? So yeah, I should be reviewing that later. And Passport OG, yeah, Manifestel is strange. Yeah, she man, she's just a little bitter ass Asian woman. Ma'am, go end up nuzzling yourself under the white man's balls. That we already know that's probably what it's gonna be for you, right? These weirdo, look, man, the Asian women, you should be the last one talking ever, right? But yeah, she is strange, Passport OG. Man, look, it's crazy watching Asian women feel a certain way about Asian men talking about their white peen chase. Look, Asian women, everybody know what y'all on. Y'all on the white peen. And it's your right to do, but guess what? It's other people's right to critique. Oh yeah, you better believe it. It's weird, people doing whatever they want to do, but then other people can't do whatever they want to do by critiquing what you're doing. Right? Let me do whatever I want to do, but you can't do whatever you want to do by critiquing me for doing whatever I want to do. Y'all don't know how this works, huh? Weird, right? Her dead ass face. Right? And all the black women over there begging in the comment section of Manifestel. See me, feel me. Loser. Anyway, so we'll pause right here, truly, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Mr. Z out.